Merge 104.8. Good morning. That's Passenger and Let Her Go. This is Chris Fisher in the morning. I hope you're well today. With you through until 10 o'clock, just ahead of the mid-morning mix. It's Wednesday, 31st of July. Joined by Badr Alawati. Morning, Badr.
Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Very good. Good to have you back. Welcome in. How's Ramadan been for you?
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'm glad you said easy. Do you know, I tried, took into quite a few Omani friends, and I actually did try 3 days of fasting. I did. I gave it my best, and I did 3 complete days. I found it really different, and I've got a lot of respect. I've always had a lot of respect anyway for a lot of my Muslim friends, all my Muslim friends and colleagues, but even more so now.
I'll tell you what, Chris. Thank God you're not in Antarctica because sunset's over there at around 11 o'clock.
That would be difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine trying to do this challenge in the Antarctica.
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard
with all that ice around.
Yeah, but I heard somebody did that in, I think, Iceland, where the sun's pretty much the same.
Well, you think? Actually, what you would? Okay, well, if it's 11, if the sun actually does set, you actually do wait for the sun to set. But in some of the Scandinavian countries where the sun doesn't set for 6 months of the year, and also there's only darkness for 6 months of the year, you go with the neighbouring country.
Yeah.
From what I hear. So, wow, that's actually that would be a massive challenge.
Yeah.
Massive challenge. So you're one of the original Frisian Omanis. Basically, just want you to recap how you actually became one of the original Frisian Omanis.
Okay, so a colleague of ours was talking about this Antarctic expedition that he went on a few years back, and he asked me to sign up for it. So I did. I didn't think I'd have a chance to go because they select 20 people worldwide every year. Eventually, I got a call from the U.S. saying that I did get picked, and I thought, hey, I'm a PR man. What do I know? PR. So I had to raise funds. So I branded it as the Freezing Omanis. And that's pretty much how it went.
Now this brand has become so well known in the region and in Oman as well. It's kind of there's a lot of expectations for the next trip. What was the trip like?
Oh, it was brilliant. It was life-changing. You'd see things like penguins, and they
come over to you?
Yeah,
really?
They would. They've never seen humans before, so they're very curious. They would come up to you, and they'd start poking around your clothes and your gear and equipment. And
did they let you touch them?
Yeah. I was writing my journal, and suddenly I see a penguin's head popping up and looking at my journal, and it's probably about 2 inches from my face.
Does it say, "Are you writing about me?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Please. Oh, do I need a picture? Have you got my best side? Have you got my beach?
But then again, you have the nature over there. I mean, one of the biggest challenges I had over there was sleep deprivation, because during the day I would see penguins, whales, and all of that stuff that would come insanely close to you. And then at night, you would see the night stars and sky and the aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just seeing the Milky Way just that clear. You don't want to sleep.
You want to take in every moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you some photos to share on Facebook.
Yeah.
Your Facebook, but I didn't want to sleep, and none of us did. So we would stay up till really, really late. Obviously, we had a lot to do over there. So we were trekking, we were learning about the environment, we were doing some data collection.
Yeah.
We were working on the framework of our environmental projects that we're going to do in our countries.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we finish, it's around 12 o'clock, and we want to socialize and look at the stars and sky. Go to bed about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and wake up at 6 o'clock every morning.
Wow. 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, plus you trek 10, 12 kilometers a day. That gets you a little bit exhausted.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it becomes quite taxing on the brain as well. So that's what the trip was like, and that's when you did the trip and became one of the first Frisian Omanis. What was the outcome since the trip, since becoming one of the first Frisian Omanis? What has actually happened?
Since then, a lot has actually happened. Okay. For one, I got picked by 2041 to be the regional mentor for the Middle East. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm in charge of training and helping out a few groups of people to actually head to the Antarctic next year. Also, one of my sponsors actually hired me, Enhance Oman.
Really?
Yes.
So you actually became employed after this as well?
Yes, actually, my career has jumped a couple of years. They've employed me to head the communications department.
Wow, Mabruk.
Yes, thank you.
That's very, very good. So there you go. So lots of positives from this. You learned a lot about the environment. You made new friends, new penguin friends.
Yes.
And you got a job.
Yes.
Good stuff. Bada, I'm going to play a song and then we'll have a little bit of a discussion about who the next Freezing Omanis are going to be, when it's going to be, and also how you plan to raise funds for the next trip. Merge 104.8, very good morning to you. This is Chris Fisher in the morning. That's Neo and Forever Now. 9:27 is the time right now. Joined by Bada Alawati, one of the original Freezing Omanis. Good to have you with us. You just show me your fingers. You're saying your fingers are blue and they will remain blue for the rest of your life now.
Pretty much.
Because there was one night when it was really, really cold. Well, it was cold anyway, but one night in particular.
Yeah. That was it was minus 23. It wasn't temperature-wise wasn't that bad, but it was really
Wasn't
windy.
that bad. Big comparison. Minus 23 to plus 32, which the temperatures at the moment. Not too bad. Yeah, it was quite mild.
Mind you, we were training at minus 35, so minus 23 wasn't that bad, but it was pretty windy. It was really, really windy, so circulation in my fingers and extremities was a little bit low.
Right, so let's talk about the next Freezing Omanis.
Yes.
Can we announce who they are yet?
Not yet. Not just yet. We're keeping them a little bit of a hidden secret until we're ready, until they're ready.
Okay. Now, when do we anticipate that we might be able to reveal who these next... Because there's going to be... Can we say how many?
3.
There's going to be 3.
3 of them.
Freezing Omanis.
I'll even tell you a few hints on who they are. One of them is a photographer.
Ooh.
Okay.
So there you go. You're going to get some nice pictures that are going to come back from the next trip then?
Exactly. And one of them is a marine environmentalist.
Okay, so they're going to be actually kind of looking over the area and
And one of
landscape.
them is a parent of 2.
A parent of 2.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Also, so since the last Freezing Omanis were, a big male group, this time we're sending 2 women.
So 2. Oh, right then. Okay. So 2 women.
I feel sorry for the guy. He's going to have to keep up.
A lot of expectations on him. He's gonna. It's a case of,
I'm
dude, come
sorry.
on, we're late. Come on.
No, I'm sorry. These 2 girls are brutally competitive and brilliant, so he's got a lot on his plate.
Interesting. I'm intrigued to find out now who all 3 are and what all 3 do. One being a marine biologist, one being a photographer, one being a mum of 2.
Or a dad.
Or a dad of 2 even, yeah,
You
okay,
never
yeah.
know.
I'm guessing there, okay. So when do we think?
Hopefully next month.
Okay, that's
But
good.
we're pending sponsorship. We're waiting for sponsorships to kick in.
I mean, that's a key factor. I mean, these trips, and to be honest, these trips don't actually fund themselves better.
No.
There's a lot that goes in, but there's a lot of return as well.
Yes. No, I mean, if you look at our sponsors, they've received a lot of exposure. We had quite a lot of media coverage thanks to you guys and, thanks to the media and Oman.
The press in general. I mean, and that's what goes with it, and just the association, and also the fact that these trips are so they're unheard of, and it's not. If they were that easy, everyone would be doing it.
Exactly. I mean, I had 85 rejections from different companies till I got my 4 sponsors.
Yeah.
So that's a very low percentage.
And I'm quite sure that some of them 85 rejections later on thought, do
Do
you know what? Maybe might have been a good idea to be associated with that, to be part of that, because it was. Okay,
I mean, think about it this way: a company would spend 2,000-3,000 reals on an ad that is being shot and done here. Imagine we have a professional photographer. You shoot, an ad and a video ad in Antarctica.
yeah.
Which isn't something
Your brand
anybody-
becomes
yeah.
global.
Exactly.
Very, very true. Tell me how. There's some additional ways that you guys are going to be raising funds for this next trip as well. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, obviously, we have the main one, which is looking for corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
Now we've come up with a new ingenious way of raising awareness and getting funds raised. We're touring Oman with a freezing cafe.
A freezing cafe.
Pretty much.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more.
So my current employer and my previous sponsor, Enhance Oman, is a distribution and logistics company. They've provided us with a freezer truck. We go around Muscat in the freezer truck. We take people inside. It's set to a little cooler than the temperature outside, so it's at -10.
Okay, so, all right, so not as cold as what the Antarctic's going to be.
No, we're not that cruel. So we bring people in. We have a chat with them inside the cafe and give them tea or coffee and hot chocolate and yeah.
Oh, you
get
can
them
do hot chocolate with marshmallows.
Oh yes,
Like what they do in Ski Dubai.
yes, pretty much.
That is genius idea.
Except we can take this anywhere. It's a truck, so we can go to different venues, different schools, different charity organizations.
You can sell the hot chocolate.
We do. Actually, we have our next event is going to be on the 2nd at the Shangri-La. So yeah, bring people there.
2nd of August.
Yes.
So that's on Friday.
Yes, this Friday we're gonna have the Freezing Cafe. We're gonna be
In the evening, I'm guessing.
Yes. From 7:30 onwards, we're gonna be at the Shangri-La, at the Heritage Village there.
Really? And then I'm guessing throughout August and August, September onwards, and as we get into the new school term, you're going to be taking it around more.
Yep. We'll be organizing more of those. Hey, maybe we
Brilliant.
could bring it to the Merge Studio.
You could do, yeah. Well, in fact, you know what? One day when I come back from vacation, September, I'm going to come round one day with you.
We'll set it up.
I'll come round with you guys one day. I'll spend the whole day going around. In fact, I will serve the drinks. How does that sound?
Awesome. I like that. I like that. That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, I'll serve the drinks and so on. You get the marshmallows ready and everything.
Done.
We could put. You know, we could get like plastic figurines of like polar bears. And,
hey, that's an idea.
And penguins inside.
That's an idea. We could get someone to dress in a penguin costume.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Genius. Let me think. Who can be a penguin? Who's small? Who can we get?
Yes.
Rematha.
Yes.
We're gonna have. Yeah, we'll put Rematha in a penguin costume.
Hey, and I did jump in the Antarctic waters in a penguin costume, so I do have that costume still with me.
Wow, that is brilliant. That is absolutely. But it's been great chatting to you this morning. I'm looking forward to the thought of the Freezing Cafe.
Cheers.
The Freezing Cafe on tour in a village near you soon in Oman.
I like that.
Right, Bado, best of luck. Keep us informed. We're gonna follow the whole story, and I'm intrigued when you release the details. I want us to be the first ones to know who the next Freezing Omanis are.
We have a very interesting press conference lined up for you guys.
Good stuff. All right, take care. Have a great day,
Cheers.
Bado. Bye. Good chatting to you again.